I was quarantine chilling, ain't been out.
Episode 7 of Widescope Podcast Radio. Y'all know what the deal is. We at the 33 compound with my boy Cam in the back. You feel me? Innovative culture in the building, baby. I got Sunlit Media and Milk It Media. And before we get into women in media today to celebrate Women's History Month, we're gonna tap into our Netflix and chill, our Network and Chill Taco Tuesday event. Our next one is gonna be this March 22nd. You feel me? At 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. If you've been missing it, we about to show you what you're missing. You know what the deal is. Cam, drop the video. And this is by the Official Juice. I like it.
We parking in a red. You don't tell me it ain't nothing but a ticket. Fucking nigga me. You hear me? Give your cameraman a good spot. Don't act like that. It ain't nothing but a ticket, man. You know what I mean?
Don't play fight. Them diamonds are shining like daylight. Roof crisp and sharp as a steak knife. It's one rule, baby, please don't tell on me. From the ghetto where we dodging all these felonies. Keep it real, I want them bills like Bellamy. Cop a crib in the hills out Beverly. You can have it your way like Burger King. The way she hold it down, she deserve a ring. Take her to the bed, kill it, it's a murder scene. Music up loud, neighbors ain't heard a thing. We two-step on the west side. God's eye, burn it down like left eye. Set up shop like Best Buy. Same place you act up, you get chastised.
Man, y'all know what the deal is. If you didn't know, now you know. Netflix and chill ain't it. It's Network and Chill. That was my cash app. That was my little caption was going to be for Taco Tuesday. It was going to be, you know what, it ain't Netflix and Chill no more. It's Network and Chill. You feel me? We had enough babies during the pandemic anyway. So y'all know what the deal is. We had everybody in the building. You feel me? We had Young LA in the building. We had Eastside K-Boy giving us a special little performance with Welcome to LA. You feel me? We had Gutter Mac in the building. TZ in the building. Milky Media with the 360 spin. You feel me? We had the food, the cakes. Y'all missing out. So if y'all make sure that y'all be at the next one's going to be this 22nd. You feel me? Okay. I got my ladies in media today. I got Sunlit Media in the building, and I got Milk It Media in the building. You feel me? And before we get into all what we got going on here at the 33 compound, I want to tap into these ladies and see how they went from being they mama's child into ladies in media. You feel me? So go ahead and tell them who y'all are and what y'all got going on.
All right, so my name is Sunlit Media, and just a little PSA, I kind of lost my voice, so we're just going to make this work. You feel me? All right, so, okay, Sunlit Media, what? You want me to tell my whole story?
No, I'm going to ask you your whole story. Just tell them who you is, just a little intro.
Okay, Sunlit.
I hate to do this to you. Who am I? I am she. Milk It Media and the place to be. You can follow me on Instagram at milkit_media or subscribe to my website at milkitmediamarketing.com. Always tap in on Mondays to Chop It Up Barbershop Talk with my girl Annie B. And I'm happy to be here. I'm so excited to be in the 33rd compound.
Wow, I need to work on my intro.
First of all, you can tell that's the real Young LA sister, baby. She just dropped a bar on y'all real fast. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about?
I'm happy to be here. Thank you guys.
Well, I thank y'all for being here. You feel me? And this month is Women's History Month. You feel me? And I am sitting here with these ladies because we making history, you feel me, every day. And these are going to be some of the legends that y'all going to be looking up, you feel me? And so I'm going to just take it back, you feel me, and just ask y'all some questions, you feel me? The question goes for both of y'all, you feel me? So when was the first time you knew that you wanted to be in media? It goes to both of y'all.
The first time I wanted to be in media was just actually a couple of years ago, like when I moved to Cali. So like it'll be 3 years on my birthday since I've been here. So probably like 2.5 years ago, I figured that's what I wanted to.
When did you figure it out?
About 3 years ago.
Ooh, y'all both neck and neck.
I'm going to actually tell you because I don't think you know this. The way we actually met was because of Instagram.
Instagram giving some love relationships and some good business shits.
True. So actually when I started following Sunlit, she had got her divorce and she was finding herself. And I had already been divorced and I had found myself, but I found myself through photography. So when I saw her, I actually saw her in the middle of her journey. So that's what made me follow her and was excited to see her journey and her growth, because for me, it was something that I was going through and accomplishing, and it was similar path. But we actually ended up meeting in person. And from there, our relationship.
Why is that shit making me cry right now? I don't know why that shit making
And
me
it's
cry
so
right
funny.
now.
See, that's why I wanted to sit us all down, because, you know, God don't make no mistakes, right? So you met her when she was halfway through her journey, and she's meeting me halfway through my journey. I'm still waiting on my paperwork so my divorce can be final. But hey, I'm just gonna claim it, you know. And so that's why we're all meant to be at this table together. You feel me? Because people with similar stories make the best impact. You feel me? And that's why I think we all have met for those reasons. Because I met her stalking her on Instagram too. That's how I met her. I was stalking her. Like, hey, what's up?
I was talking to her the day that she met me. She jumped in front of me. She's like, I've always wanted to meet you. It's my birthday day. I'm like, happy birthday.
And I was like, come on, let's take a picture.
Yeah, she was like, she just came up and she was like, I'm like, wow, you're a lot like me. Okay, I can fuck with you. I can fuck with you.
So when was the first time that you said, you know what, I'm going to not be called Heather no more, and I'm going to start calling Sunlit? Where the Sunlit came from?
So when I would go take pictures, a lot of people like kept forgetting your name, you feel me? And so like right off the bat, when I started taking photos, I made a shirt. I went down to like the like shirt store, you know, $12, whatever. I made a shirt, just like single one. It says Sunlit Media. So when I would talk to people, I'm like, hey, if y'all forget my name, just call me Sunlit. It's right on my t-shirt.
But how'd you come to the name Sunlit?
So me and like my best friend Tiffany, we were really just like sitting around the table one day, and like, so my full name like Heather Sawyer, but so I came here with like Heather Sawyer Photography. Like I kind of picked up a camera before, but it was like my ex was always pushing me to like make money, you feel me? Like make money. Are you charging people? And like then it didn't become fun, so I never really knew if I wanted to do it. So then when I got serious about it, I'm like, bro, I need to come up with a name. I can't be out here like Heather Sawyer Photography. Like that's not official, you feel me? That's not catchy. And so we like really did an old school like bubble, you feel me, where we wrote one word and then we did the little line to like the other words, and then we're like, happy Sunday.
Shout out to those English teachers. Y'all taught us some shit that did like actually work. Old school brainstorming
shit. And then we just came out sun's like, I'm like, Sunlit. I don't know, we just came up with it. I'm like, okay. And then I kind of picture it as now I look at it is sunlit, so I look at myself as like a positive ray of sunshine, you feel me? So I like affect people when I meet them. So sunlit, how sun affects them, like I affect people with like my positivity. So that's why Sunlit is just like my name now. You
feel me? Okay. Now Milk It Media. Now how'd you learn how to milk it, baby?
It's in me, not on me.
No, it's definitely in you now.
That's for sure. But Milk It, Annie actually named me that. So Annie B, what's your fave? You can check her out on Instagram. She named me that because working for Young LA. So when I started out, I was his assistant.
Oh, okay.
I would walk in rooms and I would make sure you knew who Young LA was before we left. If we did a concert, we did a show, open mic, wherever he was in his at that point in the career, whoever was the heavy hitter in the room, that's who I was speaking to. And so for me, it all came from altruism, because it was always beyond me. It was always somebody else's vision. So it was always me speaking about the next collaboration and being able to say, hey, this is what Sunlit has. This is what
How
Barbie
do you
has.
balance your finding yourself in that? Because that's where a lot of people like myself make. How do you balance pushing someone else and still pushing yourself along?
It's altruism. I mean, for me, it's really innate because I'm a giving person. So for me, when it boils down to it, it's always the bigger picture. So the people that I'm surrounding myself with, I believe in your vision. If I believe in your vision, I'm going to make sure that everything is progressing for you, because I always want the best for you.
I feel like also like when you do media and you like take pictures, when you take pictures for someone, you just want the best for someone, like you're offering a service, you feel me? So in this world, like that's what we do. We want the best for people. We want to push people, because we know if we push them, then we know we're going to go with them, just because our visuals are alongside alongside
them.
I mean, like I have Create New Memories. So Create New Memories, I created that out of my depression with my divorce, right? So the concept behind it is, if I'm having this dark moment, right, and I continue to do positive things, and I have new moments. I go to the beach, I hang out with my friends, I go get my hair done. I have new moments, new memories that I'm going to look back on. So I'm not always focused on the darkness of what was, because I've created a new sunlight and a new memory for myself to look back on. So
I was waiting for it.
So what I do is I take the advantage and the opportunity to capture you in your brilliance and your greatest moments, and I create that memory. So when you go back with your family and you sit down, you have printed photos. You remember what that feels like to sit down and go over?
My mom was the queen of that.
That's
My mom was the queen of that.
So that's what I want to give you.
Yeah.
I want to give you that feeling. I want to capture the essence of what you were or who that person was, so that way when that person's not here anymore, you still have those memories to hold on to.
Definitely.
So,
and that is like the weirdest part about being a photographer, I feel like, because you capture people so much in their glory, but then when they pass away and your photos are in their obituary, it's kind of like a weird satisfaction that like you gave his friends and family that moment for them to cherish, like that smile, that genuine video footage that like they'll never get back. So that's a weird, oddly satisfying.
And how do you balance that? Because this year you've mostly taken pictures of mostly everyone who's passed away right before they've passed away.
Okay, let's not go mostly, but I have taken a lot of people.
Well, I'm just saying, not even in a bad way, but I'm just saying like Earl Swavey and a lot of people, like even Slim. You had great pictures of Slim.
It's like weird because I feel like the more I get intertwined in the entertainment world, like the closer I get to people, like those are the people that are passing, or I just like notice it more. So I haven't been from a world of death before. Like I'm really new to like people passing a lot, so it's kind of like a numb feeling, as people say. So but what I choose to do is I just try and like I try to be strong for other people, because like me as a photographer, like I'm close with them, but there are so many more people around them that are closer. So I try and take that time to like see what other visuals I have, or see if I can put something together for them, or I try and like push that way. That gives me that makes me smile, and I know the people around him makes them smile. You feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah.
How do y'all battle being well, I know you have your brother, so that was a good stepping stool as far as but I'm pretty sure just as a woman you still deal with things. How do you battle? You know, yeah, you got your brother and he's a big guy. So I don't think too, and you ain't nothing to be played with either. But do you deal with it being harder for you as a woman than a man?
in the photography game?
In the photography game or just media game?
Yeah, definitely. It's a male dominant society. Everything about it is always men and their domination and just ego stroking. Do you agree?
No, I definitely agree.
Okay, so I've been.
Give me an
boxed
example.
out.
Well, like we don't have to name drop.
I mean, I've been boxed out before.
Can I get a little example?
Well, I feel like Milk and me are a little different in aspect. Like I come from like construction, you feel me? So I already come from like a men dominated like world. So to me it's like easy to go into it because like shit don't really faze me. You feel me? People are always gonna dismiss you. Not always, okay. Certain males are gonna dismiss you because you are a female, because they automatically think that you can't do it. And that just becomes from like, oh hey, guys play baseball, girls can't play baseball. That just becomes from like them,
exactly.
their like mentality. But then when they give you a shot or when they see our photos, they're like, wait up. Oh, and you're a female and this. But then when some people start to find out, they like that because they like to have the female energy around, because they're always around guys. But like in the industry, it's just been dominated by males. So it's just a matter of fact of us taking over and them showing that this is the new regular. You feel me?
Yeah. But you know what I realized too, though, that a lot of men, but they don't want to give a lot of women that they feel might be better than them a chance. You know, like us as women, you know, we're more helpful in ways, but I feel like it's with men, like with me, what I've dealt with as far as podcasting is almost like, you know, like, no, just continue to help me. Like, you know, it ain't your turn yet, you know, and I think that's what a lot of men try to do is like, they know that we're great assets, then we're great help, but they feel like if we get too much help and we might surpass them, you know what I mean? And I think that's the fear of like letting go the leash, you know what I mean? And that type of ordeal.
No, I feel that.
I didn't really have that kind of experience for me. I mean,
but I feel like that just goes back into like your background and how, like, you know, I come from a male dominated. You didn't come from a male dominated world, and then you came from like something totally different. And this is like
I'm like the male best friend, girl best friend. So for me, I'm always like you know, I'm always more 1 foot in than what I'm getting. You know what I mean? Because when you're the girl best friend, you're always just expected just to do. Yep. You know what I mean? So
that's exactly how it is. I mean,
So when did y'all have that first, as a photographer, as women in media, when did you have that first moment in this media game that you was kind of like, this, like a little taste of it?
I'm going to let you go first, Media. Milk it while I think about my
Milk it. When was your first moment when you was like, oh, shit, yeah, this it right here?
I mean, my very first camera, my mom bought me. She took me to El Dorado Park, and I took photos of swans and ducks, and I was really, really excited. She took me to print them, and that's when I was just like, I got this in the bag. Somewhere between childhood and becoming an adult, I lost touch of that. So for me, it was going back and finding something that I enjoyed when I was a child and bringing that to fruition today. So to me, it was kind of healing my childhood traumas and like building on that. So I'd go back to that damn duck at El Dorado Park.
Yeah, and that's when you knew you had it. When you knew you had it.
You know what? To me, like, I don't know when I knew I had it. It's just like always something that like, I don't know, when I quit my job. I was like, hey mom, so what had happened was I'm sleeping on your couch, but I'm gonna quit this job. So we just gonna work this shit out.
And what did that conversation?
She was just like, okay, Heather, that's what you want to do. And I'm like, no, I'm just doing it. So you know, like, it, like, my mom's always been supportive, and this was like during when I moved back, like right when I got a divorce, you feel me? So she was like more supportive on what you want to do and things like that. But I just like, I'm like, okay, if I can just make enough money to make my car payment and make any bill, then that'd be fine, which is like a photo shoot a week. Like, I got this, you feel me?
Was it a struggle in the beginning?
It was a struggle because I actually lived in Orange County. So I lived in South Orange County. So I lived in like Irvine, Lake Forest, and then I would drive to LA because these are where all the artists are that I attract to. So my first like initial attraction was the song Gang Slap by TZ and The Bully. And when I heard that, I just like love that vibe, love that grime, love that like rawness. And so that just attracted me to like the whole world. So of LA and of like music, like LA rapping. Cause like my ex is into like rock and roll, country, like shit like that. So we had totally different music. So I listened to like a lot of mainstream. So coming when I moved back, like I'm new to local music. Like I was never in LA before 3 years ago. Like I was always in Orange County. I never been to LA. My mom never took me to LA. So what was the original question, Jeopardy? I feel like I was just going off. And I was like, where is it going from?
When you knew you just had it.
Yeah, so when I just had it. So when I started meet with them and I started click with them, it's just like everything just felt so real. Like I've never done anything that hasn't felt natural. Like meeting with TZ, meeting all these artists, meeting with Ash Bash, like everyone, it's just become like so natural. Like it's just like, I'm just like, this is what I was meant to do. Like it just evolved. And I'm just like, I've never, like from when I started to pick up a photo, like a camera a couple years ago, like I never am like, hey, I gotta look for my next 9 to 5, or I've never been on Indeed since. I've never been looking for a job. It's just like, this shit just it.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Milk it.
Yes, ma'am.
So when it comes to you, right?
Yes.
And you fall back into something that you love. What was that like when you was like, yeah, this is something I need to pick back up? What did that look like?
I mean, I was already backstage because I was young. So because I was backstage, I was being an assistant. I was still in the field. So I was raised in it.
So how did you step out from big bro shadows and step out and say, now I'm milking media, baby?
People started wanting to pay me. I mean, I have my camera, I go to shows, I'm taking the photos, and then everybody was like, hey, I want you to come do this, I want you to come do that. And then it was like, okay, well, shit,
so
$50.
Did you tell your bro, I'm not working for you as assistant anymore?
Never. I work for my brother to this day.
Oh, that's right.
I co-directed the Respectfully video with the Fisher Juice.
No,
So I have a question real quick for Milk It. So is it easier to go super hard because it's your brother? Because I know like sometimes I feel like for photographers, it could be hard sometimes to go hard for someone because they don't appreciate you. But I feel like as your brother, that's the ultimate appreciation because that's family. You feel me?
You would think that. You would think that.
Okay.
Until you realize that I'm his little sister and I'm his baby. So my opinion is from that perspective. I'm still his sibling.
I feel it. Okay.
So he'll sun me every chance he gets.
I feel it. Okay.
He'll push me to the side and tell me I'm the rapper. I got this.
Yeah.
So I definitely when I came to the table, I had to earn my spot.
Yeah.
It was never like oh, you should do this, you should do this. It was like he definitely brushed me off, closed the door. You're not welcome to the table. So I had to earn my keep. I had to be able to say, hey, this is my idea and execute.
That's dope.
That's what's up. Little sister became a big sister now. Okay. Watch out. You know what's crazy that y'all say that because I've gone from a lot of jobs. I've had a lot of great jobs, and I've always gone from one job to another job, kind of searching for something that I wouldn't leave something else for. Like any job that I have, they know like if another job come, I would leave. You know, easily. But once
I've had so many jobs.
But now that I started doing this, the one job that I've been waiting for the city before the pandemic hit called me to come to work. And even though I was broke as I am, I'm so self-fulfilled that I declined. You feel me?
Congratulations.
And that was big
That's
for
amazing.
me. I mean, like, I've been working for the city since I was 15 years old that first summer. You feel me? And I've been working 40 hours ever since. And to tell the job that, no, I'm too fulfilled in what I'm pursuing, what I'm succeeding in, that I'm not coming to your job. The Hispanic in me, let me tell you something. My mama from the grave, like, no, I said that so. But when you, like, believe in something and you have a vision, now I know what a vision is.
Right.
Like, a vision is something that you can see so clear that you won't let nothing else get in between. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And I ain't never had that, not for a person or a thing, except softball. So it was amazing for me to find this and be like, this is what I'm going to do. You feel me?
Yeah, I had my job for 11 years.
So what's the plan?
Yeah. When I met you, when I was on Instagram and she was telling me that she had a full-time job and then she took photos and then she was a single mother, I was like, yo, this girl, like, what? Like, I was so flabbergasted. You will not believe how much she inspired me to go with photos. And I was like late at night and I was driving home. I'm like, bro, if Milken can get up for a 9-to-5 job, 40 hours, be a mom and be photos, and I'm sleeping on my mama's couch, I can do this. You feel me?
I mean, yeah, that ass. I mean, then I was waking up at 6 a.m., driving to Hollywood from LA, doing 9 to 5, getting home, doing my daughter's school, and then we'd have a concert in Orange County. So I'd drive all the way out to OC, have a show opening 2 a.m., and have photos up by 7, be at my desk by 8. And I was a nurse, so I had to stay awake. I needed to.
Yeah, she like, give me your blood pressure. I need your blood pressure.
So it was definitely a struggle and a grind.
So how did you start at 33 Compound? How did it officially start at 33? How did you come and say, I'm getting this building, I'm about to start 33 Compound here?
Okay, so I started living on my mama's couch, right? Me and my mom got in a like fight one day, and I was like, yo, I cannot do this. Like, I love my mom, but like, I just can't be with her. You feel me? So I went on Craigslist. I was like, boop, 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 and it's like a room for rent here, and I was like, what? And this is like, what? This is false. This is false. And so I wrote him. What's crazy was the landlord wasn't even in here. He was in like a foreign country doing photos. I'm like, okay, Craigslist spam, red flag number 1. Like, you never talk to someone out of country. And I just kept asking questions. I'm like, wait a minute. And I'm like, okay, fuck it. Like, I'm going to go check it out. And so I came here, checked it out. I got a room.
Did you come alone?
Yeah, she came alone, girl.
I can't remember. No.
Taking 5. Your mom would have been looking for you.
No, I feel like I
She came alone.
I hope you brought it home with you.
You know, light skinned Keisha came by herself.
I feel like, damn it. I don't know, but like, okay. So I got the room, blah blah. A couple months later, we all got kicked out. We all got evicted. This is during COVID. There were like some squatters here, the roommates, and the landlord like owed the guy like $50,000 back rent or whatever, right? So he kicked them all out. So I was like, you know what, fuck this shit, because I tried to get the building before, and the landlord was like, no, he hasn't paid me, blah blah blah. And so I moved out for a month, and when I came back, because I forgot like one of my favorite blankets, I'm like, bro, I have to come
Thank
back.
God for the favorite blanket.
You feel me? Because like when we got kicked out, we had 15 minutes to get all our shit and get out. And so I was like, damn. So I had like just pack up my car, but one of my friends was staying with me. So I'm like, yo, pack up your shit first, because if my shit gets lost, it gets lost. But your shit gets lost, and I feel bad. You feel me? So me and my girl Irie, like, yeah, so like me and my girl Irie like packed up my car. And like,
shout out to Irie the model.
Yeah, you feel me?
I see why y'all so close. I get it.
Yo, like that's my best friend. Like people don't realize, but she lived in Vegas, right? So she was like flying back and forth. And when after the show, like we were in front on the Blue Girls Club, but like after, and so she's like, hey, can I stay at your spot, because my flight leaves early, blah blah. And then from that day, like we really just became best friends, and like she just never left. And then we just moved in together, and now she lives with her boyfriend or whatever friend. But anyways, you feel
shout
me?
out to the birthday girl this weekend. Her birthday girl.
We about to go up. But anyways,
birthday.
yeah. So like. Anyway, so after I came back, I talked the landlord into like letting me have the whole spot. He's like, all right, you got to have first, last, and deposit in like a week. And I was like,
OnlyFans, here we go.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, but I fucking did it. And my grandpa,
and here we are.
Yeah, my grandfather recently passed away before that, and so I was getting funding from other places. And my mom's like, you know what, Heather, I'm gonna give you all the money, because when I was coming up, I like got in business with people, and it fucked up my whole shit. And so she was able to give me the whole money that she got from my grandfather. And what's full circle is right before when I was at my grandfather's funeral, they passed out cards to like all the grandkids, and my grandfather was like, I know you're gonna be dope, and I know you're gonna be the best for photographer. And I was like, I didn't even know he really knew I took photos like that, because like, you know, he was going blind towards the end, he was going dead, and like all that.
You're about to make me cry.
Yeah, Yeah,
me
no,
too.
no,
I had to
like,
like swallow and shit real fast.
but like it was just really dope because he passed. I feel like I was able to get the funding to take over this place. So to me, it's like this whole shit. It's just like that's why it feels so natural. Cause like I really feel like once you follow your dream, like it just flows. It just flows. The obstacles come like. Or it's like this. The obstacles don't seem so big because you are following your dreams. You feel me? Right. Like when you're at a 9 to 5, you're like, what? Flat tire? No, going home, watching Springer. Like, fuck this shit. You feel me? Yeah. But like you're like, no, I'm going to get this tire out. I'm going to do this. I'm on my way to work. You feel me? But you don't really have that drive unless you're doing something that you really love. You feel me? So anyways, that was my short answer to your short question.
So that's how we got the 33. Yeah. And how did you come to the 33?
Oh, wait. The 33rd was because I was 33 when I opened it. A lot of people ask why is it 33rd, but it was 33rd. Not no weird meaning, not so whatever.
It's because she was 33.
Illuminati.
Now she 34.
Because,
about to be.
Before I answer that, I just got this. I never knew that story about your grandfather.
Oh,
And I just want to share the story with you. So one of the reasons that I didn't want to continue nursing and go into my RN and continue that program was because of my grandfather.
Oh, really?
My grandfather, I was his last. I was the person that put this plug. He put me in charge of everything, and that is the reason why I got my Sony A7 III. Because when I was on the deciding factor and deciding if I wanted to do it, he told me before he died to chase my dreams and that my camera would take me everywhere. So I decided that I didn't want to be trapped inside of the hospital anymore, and I wanted to use my talents outside of that. So that's one of the reasons, one of the main factors that I didn't want to continue nursing. So like before he died, I told him like I'm not gonna continue nursing. I'm gonna like actually chase media full time. So I actually called my camera Nova after my grandfather. I just needed to tell you that.
That's dope.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, I'm gonna call my camera Fernand after that.
And I'm gonna call my camera that's on layaway after my grandpa name because I ain't got no camera yet. That's the reason why I'm in here mopping floors and shit because I ain't got no camera. But you know what? One thing I'm gonna say though, it's crazy because my grandfather and my mother is my inspiration on why I'm on radio. Because my mom always pushed us to work and stuff because she came here to this country and she came from Venezuela here and she got lost for a minute with divorcing and then getting pregnant with me. And my father was in the music industry and she thought that, you know, she was going to be able to do her radio thing and it like never happened. She stayed working at that same nightclub and working. And I could kind of tell, even though my mom did get money later and start businesses, she was kind of bitter about it. And I remember one day my grandfather was like, in Spanish, like, coño, I gave you $25,000 to come to this country to do radio and you never did it. And then she was like, well, I fucking paid $10,000 for you to come here illegally. And they were going back and forth about money and shit, you know. And during the pandemic, and when I was going through my rocky marriage, I don't even know what to call it, little situation shit. And I remember I was pushing him because I wanted his music to, like, go. I've seen them since 6th grade do music. And I just was like, man, I know this is, I could see it in them. You know, I knew, like, people that lived in the jungles, they always had a certain type of sound. And I knew back then that they would be like how they are right now. And I remember one day he was like, man, I can't wait till you find something to do so you can stop pushing me. And his friend was like, one day his friend, shout out to his friends. That's why you got to be careful, fellas, with just say around your friends. Because his friend was like, you know, Barbara, the shit that you're doing for him that he's not appreciating, other people will pay you for. Other people will pay for that push. And here I am at the 33 compound, pushing shit, paddling shit. You feel me?
Big
and he back at work. You feel me? CD, no go. You feel me? So, hey, that's what happens. You feel me? So, you never know. People can inspire you.
I love this little panel right here.
So,
I love the energy.
When you think about Sunlit Media and think about Milk It Media, what's the end result? What's the game? What's the end result? Like when you say, you know what, I hit this milestone, I made it, baby. You first.
I made it when I'm able to turn over Milk It Media to my daughter and provide her a legacy. Something that will sustain her and my grandchildren for years to come.
That's really dope. I can't give my shit to Ruby because she'll just run it into the ground. That's my dog, yeah. But Generation Wealth, that's dope. That's really dope. For me, you know what? It'll be when I'm sitting on the beach in some sand somewhere and not giving a shit. and knowing how my shit's back home taken care of. Like, I don't know, like right now, it's when I'll make time to have a personal life. That's when I know I made it. Because right now, I really don't have a personal life because, like, I really just love what I do, and I'm so immersed in being married for so long. Like, I never really had this freedom. Like, my ex was super judgmental, you feel me? Like, everything from what I wore to what I did. Like,
shout
why
out
are you
to the
wearing
judgmentals.
Yeah. So, like, everything that I wore, this and that, like, it always made me rethink myself. So, like, now that I'm on my own, it's like I'm really just finding, like, who I am and what I love, and I don't let other people's opinions affect me. And I feel like that's why I'm going so far, because, like, I'm open-minded, but I'm narrow-minded at the same time, because I don't have time for bullshit. Like, if your sentences start with "I can't," then I can't listen to you. You feel me? like it's just, that's just what it is. Like, there's always a will, there's a way. So it's like, when I have time to, like, really have a personal life, then I'll consider that I made it. But until that point, I'm just gonna put my head down and grind, because 33rd is on the map, y'all. You feel me?
Yeah.
That part.
I mean, like, for me, I feel like I arrived when I was on episode 84 on your show. That's why I wanted y'all to be on my show, because I had always had an idea on how podcasts should be. You feel me? People, we could be outrageous, we could be however we want, but intellect is still important. You feel me? And people's stories and people's emotions is important, because people die every day, and people need to be able to tell their story, because it helps someone else. You feel me? So for me, when I grew up on 84th Street. So, you know.
84th Ward.
84th Van Ness. So when I was on episode 84, it was like full circle for me. You know, like, I was on episode 84 and I was being interviewed here by you guys, and just being interviewed as myself, not being interviewed as, like, the assistant to somebody, or here to promote somebody's party, or here to do something for somebody else, because, you know, as giving selfless people, we always doing something for somebody else.
Right.
This was the first time that I met with somebody and I said, hey, I can help you with everything you got going on, but can you help me with these things, you know? Mm-hmm. And most of the time will pass and I forget about me, and I just be like mad, you know, and not say shit. You know, and this is the first time that, like, I made a situation for myself and was upfront about what I needed as a person. You feel me? And
I feel like we all need to give ourselves a round of the head, because we doing this shit for real, for real. I love it.
10 years from now, you
10 years from now, you know what? 10 years from now, I see myself having multiple locations. I see myself across the U.S. I see myself go on tour. I see myself, you know what? The sky's really the limit. I don't really have a 10-year plan, just because I have so many things I want to accomplish. You feel me? That, like, it's just right now, I'm just really following my passion and taking me so many beautiful places. I don't want to ever, like, put myself inside a box, you feel me? Yeah. But, like, there's just, I can name 100 things I want to do within the next 10 years, and I know it's going to happen. So to me, it's just like, the sky's the limit for the next 10 years.
I hate to bite that.
It's a good one too.
Damn it. It was really a good one. In all honesty, I don't have a 10-year plan. I don't even have a 5-year plan right now, Barbie. I have a 2-year plan and a couple of goals, and everything that I've established up until being 32 or 33, I apologize.
You 33?
33.
Oh, what?
33.
Okay.
And I'm 34.
I'm 32, but I'll be 33 this year. But as everything that I've established this year and going forward, what I've literally torn down. So from marriage to rebuilding, I'm just now being able to get back into the flow of having a personal life and reestablishing myself and walking in my purpose and being true to myself, because at this point I feel whole. So being able to be here at Innovative Culture, be here at 33rd Compound, and have Milk It Media, it's amazing to me, because I'm definitely pushing every brand and, like, everything. All my
You feel me?
To me, I feel like I'm walking in my harvest at this point.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm talking about. Seeds. We all done planted the seed, baby, and I'm gonna say one thing, baby. We blossoming, baby. Okay. That's and in a second, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Widescope Podcast Radio, Sunlit Media, and Milk It Media, baby, and Innovative Culture, baby, and the whole rest of the squad. We gonna have us a record label one day, and I'm gonna claim it. You feel me? You feel me?
Women owned.
Women owned. You feel me? Y'all men gonna work for us. You feel me? Look at Cam.
Tapping down. Let's go. Let's go.
Cam like, I don't care. Long as y'all give me the check, he go home to a great wife. She making good food. Oh, yeah. I'm jealous. You feel me? Shout out to Cam. You feel me? Now, before we close out, I just want to let y'all know something. You feel me? We always, once a month, we're gonna have a network and chill Taco Tuesday event this month is going to be March 22nd. You feel me? You can find Milk and Media and her 360 camera there. You feel me? And all her resources. You feel me? The girl is good at webcams, resources, and anything that has to do with marketing. That's your girl. You feel me? You see how she introduced herself. You feel me? And if you want to check out Sunlit Media, you want to get part of these promo packages that she's offering. You want to get on these compound bars and get on this billboard contest that she got going on. You make sure that you come down here on March 22nd. You feel me? 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Y'all know what the deal is. Perfect. It's Women History Month, and I got my ladies in media in the building. You feel me? Yes, I appreciate y'all for coming on my show.
We love you. Long time.
Long time, baby. Long time. You feel me,
Until
ladies?
next time, Barbie.
Until next time. All right, now. I need a drum. I'm going to get a little drum roll going. Appreciate y'all, ladies. And I want to bring down... I want to just call him the king of hype. You feel me? I'm just about to rename him. You feel me? Because he came through. He reminded me that I had to turn my energy up. You feel me? Can't let my little car accident and me almost dying. You feel me? Stop my flow. You feel me? So I want to go ahead and introduce, man. You feel me? I'm going to let him introduce himself. You feel me? Come on now. Turn up, King. You feel me?
I ain't gonna do that. Y'all turn me
You
into
feel
five-
me? He
five
the first
seconds,
one to
motherfucker.
come on the show with his own. You feel me? He came on with his own bottle, with the big bottle, bigger than any bottle I've brought to the compound. So hey, I got
I didn't know you had a drink already. If I would,
I didn't. I told you I came straight from the hospital here. You feel me?
You should have
You
got me
feel
some pills from there then. Shit, we could have got that shit cracking. Nah, but glad
Way
you
to
in
try
here.
to get me fired.
Safe, you know. Queen, you made it through. You done turned into a transformer. How you just popped out of the accident and came back and still went to work.
You feel me? I learned from
on
you,
God.
bro. I learned from you now. You know what I'm saying?
I would have to take a couple pills before I get in this
Now go on to let him know who you is now. Go on and introduce.
I don't even know what camera we're looking at, but I appreciate you bringing me in this motherfucker. I go by Sean Perrier, Mr. X-Rated. You can find me on all platforms. We in this motherfucker. We lit.
Y'all know what the deal is. You feel me? We're going to go ahead and drop some of his music, his visual real fast and let y'all know what the deal is. Go on and let them know what they about.
Cam was already ready. Look at him.
We got
he ain't playing the
Blue
rain.
Flames. We got Blue Flames.
Hey, thanks to
featuring
Sunlit.
T-Rose. You feel me? Sunlit Media in the building. See what you get, baby.
Perrier.
I feel I'm on fire, but it's not red flames. It's blue.
So in love with new things. Bought a new drop with my loose change. Wide body, I'ma need like 2 lanes. Feel I'm too hot, bitch, I'm blue flames. So in love with new things. Bought a new drop with my loose change. Wide body, I'ma need like 2 lanes. Feel I'm too hot, bitch, I'm blue flames. Look, back up on my bullshit, cause niggas full of bullshit. If she ain't talking money, get me out my mood quick. If she wanna see shit, I'll put her on her knees quick. Blue diamonds in the bezel, got a nigga seasick. Sick but no flu, my bitch. Bad Betty Boo, don't keep the stash in the coop. Cause for the cash we'll shoot and watch me spaz in the boot. I'm for the grind, for the loot, and watch me shine with my jewels. I'm 10 toes in my shoes, look, ooh shit. Pimpin' like Lucius, watch out how I do this. Nigga like Rufus, drop top in the coupe. Got me acting stupid, got me like ludicrous. On the road like move, bitch, ooh shit. Get up out my way, ho, sign me when I say so. All about my pesos, fuck fast and come slow. Is this what I came for? Live the life I'm made for. Say she got a deep throat, might as well let her blow. So in love with new things. Bought a new drop with my loose change. Wide body, I'ma need like 2 lanes.
Okay. I see it's 24/7 energy going on around here
Man,
now.
we gotta get lit. We gotta get lit.
Okay.
If we ain't got no energy, we only got 24 hours in a motherfucking day. That's not enough, but we gotta turn up every minute we get.
Hey, you know what's crazy? My saying is always, I tell people, you only get when people like try to like take my energy somewhere else, I be like, man, bro, I only got 24 hours a day, and this 24 ain't even promised, and I can't waste them. You feel me?
Oh, God.
Because that's how I feel about life. You feel me? Like, I don't even know if I'm going to I didn't even know I was going to make it into today, and I don't even know if I'm going to get the whole day, and I'll be damned if you take any second of my day. You feel me?
Hey, can I take a second off of what you're saying real quick?
Yeah.
I just want to let these know low in the podcast and the energy and the cameras back here, but your eyelashes on fleek, yo.
You feel me?
Hey, they looking good. They looking
you
good.
would
They
have
looking
never
good.
know I had me a little car accident. You feel me? I had to make sure I transformed. I was looking like hot shit today. You feel me? Like, I don't even know how I look better today, but I just thank God that I'm able. You feel me?
Baby hair still on fleek. You
You
got
feel
out there
me?
like you didn't even have an accident, bro. I didn't even know.
Man, I'm gonna wait till the show is over to tell you about my day. You never even know how my day went. You feel me? But I need to take it back to the basics on you. Did you just start rapping when you started writing, or how did it happen? Because your way with writing is something else.
Oh, I appreciate that.
When did you know you was gonna be a rapper? When did you feel like it? When did you get into music?
I actually got into it in high school. I used to freestyle and battle with people that I went to school with. Like I went to school with Reason that just got signed to TDE. I went to school with a couple of people and we just rapped on stage and everything like that. But I never took it serious. I used to download music and bump it for myself just to be in the car and listen to myself. But then, like I said, by like
I say about 3 or 4 years ago, I was listening to the radio, and I feel like a lot of things wasn't even talent no more. And I was like, well, if they can do it, I can do it. So I put my feet to the ground, and I start grinding, and next thing you know, like I'm starting to get a buzz and shit. Like, so I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right now. That's good. You know what I mean? So I see now, I just went to your Valentine's Day hangover.
Oh, okay. Oh, you was. I was faded. I'm
hey,
sorry.
Y'all was you ain't got
sorry.
to apologize.
I'm sorry. You was. If I didn't see that video, I saw a video and I actually called you out. I'm like, oh, I got an interview with you. Bro.
Hey, I appreciate that. You gave me a shout out. You feel me?
I try to shout out everywhere I go, but
yeah.
I got too many. I killed 3 bottles just on my own, and Ed just kept. Thanks to Ed again. He just keep giving me bottles, bro.
Shout out to Gig Entertainment.
He keep giving me bottles, and I'm gonna drink them.
Yeah, shout out to Ed. He's a great spirit. I really do genuinely like him as far as just a person in business, because it's so many people that take advantage, and I see that he really do be like, you know, really trying to be hands on and really be trying to push people. Even when he sees me, he always trying to drop them. So shout out to Ed. You feel me? And Gig Entertainment. You feel me?
That.
How did it come about? You say you started rapping after high school.
Yeah.
And you started taking it serious. You feel me? I see you always rapping with a certain group of people. How did that come in play?
So I'm gonna be dead honest with you. After I left high school, I had no friends because everybody was like weed heads or didn't want to get into no work or didn't want to do anything. So I felt like I always had a job since I was 5 years old. I know you like how you had a 5. I was modeling at Barbizon, making money in commercials. Oscar Mayer Wiener, if you remember that. Okay. I used to grind for my money. After that, 12 years old, I was in junior high. We used to do circuses and stuff like that. I made money. Like, my mom raised me by herself, so I was the only guy in the family. I'm still only guy in the family till my cousin got out of jail. So I was always grinding. So my circle was small. So people that I feel that do something or that we can benefit each other, that's how my circle stay.
Yeah,
so
that's what's up.
When I started doing the music, like my homie T Rose, he was the first person. He started rapping around the same time, and I was like, bro, you got something in your voice, and we just clicked. Anybody that want to be in the studio and we get to it, I done been through so many sessions, and people pay me to come to sessions, and they had smoke for like 3 hours, take 2 hours to write. I'm like, bro, you wasting time. Give me 7 hours in the session. I should come out with like 5-10 songs, bro. Don't go in there to get one verse. Like, you wasting time and you spending that money.
Definitely.
So that's how I click with like everybody in my circle, from the PYT, from T Rose, from Jody Mack. It's everybody that's putting in that work, and that's why I keep in my circle.
Yeah. So you met T Rose first before everybody in the group?
No, actually, I met him first, and then that's how I met PYT, and that's how I was able to meet Sunlit. So it was all a circle of networking and being around the right people at the right time.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So when you look at yourself as an artist, I see that you're very lyrical. You feel me? Do you write all your own rhymes? Like,
Appreciate that.
You write your own stuff? You got your ghostwriter in the back end?
I wish. Look, that's another thing too. So as I progress in this, and I've been around a lot of people, a lot of artists in the industry don't write their own music, which I wouldn't bite it, because some people have a writer's block. Even poetry writers, they have a writer's block. You have to have a lot of these people that make hits. They went through something, and if you don't go through something, they feel like they can't make that hit. I write about natural stuff that I go through. I write about myself, so I feel like I can't run out of things. I have so many stories to tell, and I'm being natural to me. So there's no ghostwriter, but I'm not appalled to tapping into somebody if I make it. Like, if somebody really, there's a lot of talented ghostwriters out there. Or like even me, like I write stuff that I can't say, and I'll be like, man, I wish I had a female that could write this. I can't say some of this stuff. So there's things that you could tap in, but as far as right now, 100%, I wrote everything. I even wrote for other people, but I'm not gonna put them on blast.
Oh, okay. So you got a little ghostwriter in you. He said I ain't ghosting. I'm doing the ghosting. Okay, you feel me? So when you start putting the business behind your music, when did that come? So
I just started rapping in 2019. And I thought it was easy. I thought you rap, you put your music out, and bam, I'll blow. I mowed it.
You hit the wall.
Boom. The first year, I mean, that's still an accomplishment. The first year, I only made like 20 or 30,000 streams, and
but that's still something.
That is something. But for somebody that I feel like not to be on some cocky stuff, but I feel like I'm better than a lot of people, which everybody should feel like. But when you listen to some things this time, or even our generation, you looking and you hear music, you just hear the beat. You don't hear people spitting.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I got to take it serious. And I was like, what I'm going to do? So everywhere I went, I was like, I need people to know who I am. So that's where the network came in. You can't get nowhere without networking, because there's a lot of people in the industry you might think is weak, but he know the right people. So it ain't even about that. It's they look for, you have the image and you know the right people. That's what you need. The talent will carry you in your career. But just to get on, All you need to do is network and have that image.
Yeah,
so
I hear you say that all the time at your shows. Network.
On God, because I wouldn't even be here talking to you if I didn't network and know Sunlit, and then you know how we
vice versa.
On God. But once I tapped into that, I was like, well, I'm not gonna get nowhere by myself because I have no team, I have no A&R, I have no managers, I have no assistants, I have no people. So, and I've been with the social media stuff, a lot of people be like janky and like fraud. Like I've been people that had tried to sign me and then they don't have nothing to show for it, or I had people say, oh, pay for this and you get this, and I don't get anything. So I had to sit back and think to myself, how can I do this? So that's when I teamed up with like hip hop over everything, and I got blogs. I started blogging. I started getting more things. I'm getting more interviews. I started getting booked by every show after every show. If I keep getting continued, if I have no time to sleep, I don't care. I'm getting my name out there. I'm getting everything out there. I tapped in with global billboards. Now I got a billboard in Gardena throughout the whole Black History Month. Like I'm tapping in with everybody to do promo, because if they don't know who I am, my music would never be heard. So that's what I'm doing, and that's why I did it that way.
That's right. And so when you start putting all this business behind it, and it's still all coming together for you, because I knew who you were before I knew who you were.
Oh God,
you know what
appreciate
I mean?
That,
you know what I mean?
That.
So what you're doing is working.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
And that ponytail on fleek too.
Okay. Thank you. I did shout out to myself. I had to do this myself.
Oh God.
I actually went to the shop to get my hair done, and I was gonna be late here. You know, and that's where like I always like battle, don't want to be late, you know, for y'all. And so today I actually was late, but at least I made it. So I apologize for you for not being here at the time.
A lot of people
but I made it.
A lot of people wouldn't have made it off of what you've been through.
I made it. So I appreciate that. So when you think of yourself as an artist and you tell yourself you wanted to be, you know, more lyrically inclined, what do you do to stay more lyrically inclined? What do you do? Because you kind of like got a good way with words, or like is there something, not without giving away no secrets on how you stay good, but
hey, shout out Nudist Rose. But anyway, let's get this started.
Okay, shout out Nudist Rose in the building now.
I got into that on God, like I wouldn't even call myself a lyric, because a lot of people that I know, they'd be like, hey, he's not lyrical. But what it is that you're not sticking to just what rhymes. It's easy to be like, oh, I got black walls. Ooh, she grabbed my balls. Ooh, I want to cough. Ooh, it's so soft. Like that's so easy. So you got to fill in those and actually get a story behind it, because it's so easy to rhyme. So now you have to have bars to what you're saying. So that's why I was like, okay, if I'm nasty, I got to elevate this to it, not to just be something simple. So I have to fill in those blanks and actually give a story to tell. So that's where that came from.
Speaking of that, right? So because you do have a lot of sexual lyrics, you feel me? And then I seen you shout out on Saturday that you are on Pornhub, right? Yeah. So
okay, so let me clarify that. So I have a lot of homies. Recently, I said about like 2 or 3 years ago. Oh, I just heard somebody's computer. But like, oh, that's somebody bumping. About 2 or 3 years ago, I just actually got cleared, because I used to have like hidden cameras and stuff, as far as Pornhub, because I went through AA and I was addicted to sex. So like I had a lot of cameras and stuff like that, and I put it on Pornhub, and it was getting streams and stuff. But I didn't know that there's like copyrights, and like you have to have permission from that person and everything like that. So I took everything down. I was like, wow, I didn't know that. So then I thought about it like this. Like,
you didn't know that you
know. I mean, if she know I'm recording, or if it's
well, she know you're recording.
Yeah, but you still have to have permission for me to put it publicly.
Oh yeah, to tell everybody.
Yeah, I took everything down. Actually, Pornhub, they send you merchandise, they give you checks and everything like that. That's cool. So then I was like, all right, I'm already nasty, and I have to embrace on that, because a lot of people, you might have some gangsters, you might have people that bang, you might have all kind of rappers, but I said I'm gonna stay in my lane. So if I already know, I know females, I like to please, I like that, let me put that in my music. And then I'm around so much content that isn't friendly for IG or any social media. I said, well, let me tap back into Pornhub. So I hit them up, and I was like, hey, like the other day I was chilling with Mr. Marcus. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yes, I know. I'm 34 years old. I know. Okay, goddamn. I know I'm a nigga though. You feel me? Y'all know I'm your bro. But I know who that is. Shout out to Mr. Marcus. I know who you is, baby.
And I used to work at a casino too, so I was like friends with like Rico Strong and like a couple of people. And like the content that I'm around, you cannot post. So I was like, what can I do? I don't want to OnlyFans, because I feel like people gotta log onto it. They gotta make
it's
something.
Too much.
Exactly.
It's too much red tape, even for me. And I'm supposed to be trying to be on it.
So I sat back and I was like, all right. I didn't even give myself the nickname. A lot of people give themselves a nickname. So I was like, bro, you nasty. You Mr. X-rated. You X-rated. I was like, all right. So let me embellish on that. So I hit up Pornhub, like I said, about like 2 or 3 months ago, and I told them my situation, And then they emailed me back and it was like, okay, well, email me proof and stuff. And I did, and that's when they gave me the verify, because anybody can go on Pornhub, but you got to get verified in order for you to get paid. So now that I got that step, all my content I have to, because I edit myself, I promo myself, so I have to have that time and that free time to actually upload some more stuff. But basically what I'm going to be around and the stuff, that content that isn't friendly, that's naked nudity, I'll be able to post and I'll be able to get paid for that kind of things.
Okay.
So that's what that's going to be for. So a lot of people be like, oh, I'm going there and see you. Fucking no, bro. It's all respectful. It's the industry that I'm in, and you'll be able to see it through my eyes.
That's smart. That's smart.
Yeah.
That is smart, because I was trying to do something similar to that with OnlyFans, because I'm always at parties where people are stripping and doing all kind of stuff, and I was gonna put OnlyFans, and they like, Barbara, you can't do that. I'm like, why not? They see everybody here is with a camera. You feel me? They like, but when I make people log in to see it, it's gonna be a problem.
But see, that's another thing too about OnlyFans, because if you have to be subscribed, you already have to pay before you get into that person's stuff.
Yeah.
So therefore, everybody that you have, they be like, okay, where's my money? Or only on Pornhub, it's free to watch me, but I'm getting paid by the views. I'm not getting paid because people subscribed into me. So that's a different kind of money flow. Yeah.
So I could be your assistant, right? Because I kind of have the same idea, right? I know I can't do the shit on the camera, but I know I can record at the spot where Keisha and Brandy doing their thing, and I can put Brandy and Reach on there. I probably got some videos I could give you. You feel me? I got like a good 250 videos that I know Instagram and YouTube would not let me do, because that was what the idea was in the beginning, right? I was always at parties, and you can ask like PYT and Lulu, like a lot of people that I fucked with, I would always go to their shows, Compton AV and other people, and just record their show for them, so that they, because all your friends, shout out to the friends that's not really friends, I started realizing when I would watch artists' lives or stories, all their friends that's taking video content for them want to be on stage with them. Nobody wants to sacrifice not being on stage with them and be in the audience and get real content for them, so that they can post it for the fans that they have. And so for me, I could be on stage with a lot of people, but I'll just sacrifice and just stand in the audience, because I'd rather them have content instead of me being on stage. Everybody like, hey, see me. And then y'all on stage doing this. Y'all ain't even on stage hype. This is a person's performance that people are paying to see, and y'all friends is just up there like, hey, see me. You feel me? And I tell myself I'm gonna be different from my friends. I'm gonna be in the audience, and I'm gonna send them countless photos and videos of they self, so they can have content of their show.
Exactly what you're saying is how I feel about some of these artists. Like, I've been through a couple of shows, or like been backstage pages, and like they don't even perform no more, or like they don't even do live performances. They have their music behind it, or they just jigging, or they let the crowd do it, or they just recording themselves as they have the crowd. And I'm like, bro, people pay for this. So that's why I feel like if I make it, once they open that door and let me in.
When.
Okay, yeah, I appreciate that.
You already making it. So you feel me? So you say, now that I've arrived as an artist, you know what I'm saying?
My nigga Franco James, shout out Franco James, he been asleep. Hey, that bro's sick. But I've been tapped into a lot of people, and they've been showing me love. And like, if it's genuine, I show the love back, and I have a lot of plugs as far as promo, as far as billboards, as far as posters, as far as places to go. Now, it isn't about what you know, it's about who you know. So therefore, if I don't blow yet, somebody else can blow, because they might have that image that they're looking for. So I have the connections. Just tap in and I help them out.
Yeah, well, y'all know what the deal is. Y'all better tap into them. And you know what I think what's gonna overall get you to why I know that you are gonna be and are a star is because you are genuine about the support and help that you give other people. You look out for people that you really messed with. And I'm like that too, because I'm the person that might be sitting in the room, and you might talk about the person that walked by, and you might think I'd be listening, and then I'd be like, so what you saying though? Like, they be like, my bad. Yeah, I'm their friend. I don't talk about my friends with anybody's, you know. And I know that about you. So I think that's what's gonna really elevate you, is because you got a genuineness about you. You give the game, and you just like, I give you the sauce. You can't do what I do with it anyway, so I can give it to you. And a lot of people don't understand. I don't have to dim your light in order for me to shine.
Appreciate you, Barbie, homie. You tight. You tight on everything.
You know, I appreciate that.
And you coming with some. Hey, this is crazy, because we have a full interview and we back and forth with that motherfucker. So I appreciate not having no pause in that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, you know, I try to make, you know, this is Cam's time now. We on Innovative Culture's time now. If y'all want to have y'all podcast on his time, y'all need to make sure y'all make it worth something. Because I've been critiqued on, you know, they be like, you ask the question too fast. I don't need dead time. If they done, and it seem like they done, I'm trying to get everything out of you, because I ain't got that much time on you. You feel me? And when we say it's a wrap, people know everything that they need to know about you, where to
Got
find
you.
your music,
Got
what you
you.
got going on. So what's going on with the music you just dropped?
Man, I got so much stuff. My latest single is Shake That Ass. That's with Liddy Michelle and Little Veda.
Shout out to Liddy Michelle, baby. I
God,
love
oh
you,
God, oh
baby.
God.
One of the most genuine souls to come across.
I have Easy with my nigga Jinx. I have some unreleased records that I told everybody and artists is to tap into me on March so we can finish some stuff. But like Jinx, as far as Jody
Shout
Mack,
out to Jinx. That's my boy.
I got so much stuff and so much content, but I know that it's important for your sound to sound good, so I wait. So all March, like after all the interviews and after all the shows, this is my time to lock in and for me to get this album ready for the summer.
All right. Well, when you get that album for the summer, you need to come where it's hot at now.
Okay,
You know they're coming back to
Barbie
the
on the
33
shelf.
now. That Barbie dropping now. I know we got all these other podcasts that be calling now. You know what I'm saying?
On God.
But
Hey,
come to the
shout
33.
out-
We got the
shout
whole
out Sunlit,
list.
Shout out 33rd Compound. Shout out Cool as Cam. Shout out DJ Punch. Shout out Nudist Rose. Shout out everybody in this motherfucker. I don't even know homie name back there that's making beats, and that beat was tight as fuck. What's homie name?
That's the business.
That's the
the
business.
business.
Hey,
Shout
the
out to the
business.
business,
Hey,
man.
shout out.
This is on the end.
On God, he got this new beat and I'll just freestyle within 5 seconds, bro, and that shit hard as hell. But you got to tap in. It's a lot of talent in this world, but a lot of people be shy or timid or feel like they too good in themselves to share or collab with people.
Yeah.
And that's sad. That's the generation that we live in, so that's why my circle is so small, because I fuck with people that fuck with me.
Yeah.
Can I cuss on here?
Yeah, you
Okay,
hey,
okay.
Here at Widescope
Okay.
Podcast Radio, you can do what you want now, baby. Okay, now you feel me? Because this is what I tell myself. If the network or whatever the platform is ain't messing with what I'm doing, I'm not changing it. I'm just gonna build my own. You feel me? I got Cam and Sunlit. I got a team of people. We can build our own. I got business with 3 S's at the end. 3 Z's at the end. You feel me? I got everybody in here. I can make anything pop. You feel me?
Shout
And
out
now
Sean.
that's my new attitude towards life. You feel me? Is we can make it happen. So what's the next shows you got coming up? I seen you online posting some stuff.
I gotta look at my calendar. I don't have no A&R or no manager, so it's really hard for me right now. But I think,
Well, you know, if you're looking for some assistance now, you know you can come down here. You know, we got these promo packs going, and we can help you with all that and all that.
Hey, talk about promo packs. Shout out Trap LA too. They didn't help me promote and put me on a radio station.
And how did that come into play? How do you? Because I see everybody mess with Trap LA. You feel me? They on top of everything. How you come to play with messing with them?
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. A lot of people have to. I hate to throw people under the bus, but a lot of people have to pay. You have to pay to pay. You have to play to play. You have to pay for promos. You have to pay for a lot of stuff until you have that buzz and until you are that talented. You don't always have to be talented, but you have to have that buzz, because there's a lot of people that's in the industry that have the buzz, but you be like, man, that's weak. But if they have the buzz, a lot of people gonna ride with it. I support a lot of people, so I tapped in with Trap LA, and now like I show them love, and they show me love back, and it's genuine. So I appreciate that from the digital cards. Like last week, I was in the Martin Luther King parade, and I was passing out my digital cards, and I had my daughter passing out the cards, and that's more streams. So like it's all love, and that's who I do it for.
Yeah, I see. I got to see you with your daughter, and I thought that was you know, you could just tell when it's a daddy's girl. You feel me? So I salute you for being a good father and being a good artist, because you know a lot of people can get caught up in this lifestyle and forget about being a dad and being a father. You know what I mean?
That's why as soon as Sunday was like, hey, can you come to my Taco Tuesday? I was like, look, I have no babysitter. If you let me bring my daughter through, I'll slide through. She said, yeah, and we made it happen. We got clips, we got videos, and that was love.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Everybody showed my daughter love that day, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, she's a really beautiful soul, and you could just tell, like, you know, when a child is loved by her father. You know, y'all men need to make sure that y'all giving y'all daughters love, so they don't be looking for it in the wrong places. You feel me? Because in society, we are dealing with people looking for satisfaction on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So shout out to you.
With social media these days, you do have to be thick-skinned. I already see you thick-skinned. You didn't hopped out of a car accident and you came back in this motherfucker and you prevailed, my nigga.
You feel
so
me?
I appreciate you. But with social
the-
media, you can't play. People gonna be in your comments. What's that shit? Nudist Rose. What's that shit you on? What's that shit you on? That group chat? What's that shit called?
Clubhouse.
The club. Damn, you knew it.
Let me tell you something, baby. I was a journalist, baby. I know what's popping. She on Clubhouse.
Hey.
Yeah, see, they
Hey,
been
Clubhouse,
telling me
they
about all
be
the
eating
shit.
people up too, so you got to be thick-skinned on everything.
You know, the thing about me is that I ain't always been too hot. So you feel me? I know what it's like to be homeless. I know what it's like to sleep on the steps of my school. I know what it's like to be in the same clothes every day. You feel me? That's why I know how to fight good. You feel me? Because I don't care about joking. we can get down. You feel me? And once you say that, it don't matter what your shoes look like. It don't matter what your clothes look like. It don't matter how popular you are.
That's the way we came from.
Yeah,
you talk shit, we talk shit back.
You know, but I do know how to have tough skin and joke with the best of them. You learn over time just to have tough skin. You feel me? I am a biracial child with a white mother and a brother with disabilities. You feel me? Yes. So therefore, I didn't even know that. When you deal with them type of demographics, you feel me? I'm like the poster child for bagging walking into the school. Somebody always got something to say, but it taught me to always have something slick to say back. You feel me? So yeah. So let them know where they can. So now you Pornhub verified. You feel me? So they can go and catch all that content.
Hey, shout out Mars. But
y'all can go on and catch all that content that we're gonna be putting out on his new Pornhub page. You feel me? I'm gonna be exporting my stuff to him. You feel me? Yeah. And go and let them know where they can set your music at. And I just want to say, before you say that, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you coming on my platform and telling your story. You feel me? And letting them know what it is. You feel me? And when you're ready to drop that music, you need to don't go no other platforms but this one, baby. We got too many stations here for you to pick from. You feel me? And I appreciate you. And we're gonna make sure that we close out this show with your compound bars. I want you to go ahead and let them know where they can find your music at and all that.
So, hey, Sean Perrier, just like the water. You can find me on every platform. Sean SHON Perrier, just like the water. All platforms. If you want to tap in, you got a little freaky side, I will be uploading everything on Pornhub for you to see. I've been around topless stuff. I've been around nudie stuff. You want to see pussy. You want to see ass. You see all that. You can't see that on Instagram. Instagram knocked me out. I done went through 3 different Instagram pages, but you going to find me on all that. So I appreciate that. Tap in. We locked in. Appreciate Global Billboards for helping me out for the promo all through the billboards through Gardena. Gardena is my city, and I got to rep it.
Hey, he said Gardena is his city and he got to rep it. You feel me? Shout out to Gardena in the building, baby. You feel me? And I just want to give a shout out. I just want to say I want to shout out to God. You feel me? For just pulling me through. You feel me? And
I got the hat on. I forgot I had the hat on. Did the whole interview.
I had a big rig tire that was left in the freeway and the car ran over it and it smacked my car. Dead end, you feel me, and shoved me into the wall, and I was stuck there on the freeway in the carpool lane, scared for my life for a cool minute. And I made it to work last night. I barely made it through the morning. I had to go to the hospital, and I just want to just praise God for bringing me through. You feel me? Shout out to my friend who's been on the phone with me for the last day, checking on me and making sure. Well, actually like 3 days, but whatever the case is. Thank you for being there for me, and just shout out to my family and my friends and everybody here at work and everybody for being supportive today. On me being late, you feel me? And this is episode 7, baby. This is Pull Through, baby. This is episode Pull Through, baby. This is brought to you by Widescope Podcast Radio, baby. We have my ladies in media in today. I got my boy in here, Pornhub verified, you feel me? We finna get these checks, you feel me? I got my boy Cam in the building, Innovative Culture in the building. We got 33 Compound. Y'all know what the deal is, baby, and it's a wrap.
Appreciate that energy.